Hey everybody, SEO trends come and go, but what about SEO content? Is it still as effective as it was 3, 4, 5 years ago? Is content still king? In this video, I'm going to show you why creating content isn't a short-term strategy, but that it's a long-term investment. And I'm also going to show you the powerful results that you can get from content that you just can't get with anything else. So let's go. So as a business owner, you have a lot of options when it comes to how you want to drive traffic to your website. One of the most common options that people pick is paid ads, which would be things like Google ads, Facebook ads, where you're paying money for impressions or clicks to drive more traffic to your website. While this is one stream that can bring good traffic to your site, it's so important to understand that this is extremely short-lived. And what I mean by that is you only get the traffic, the clicks, and the impressions as long as you're paying for the ad. But the ad itself is also very short-lived. You have things like frequency, which means that once the customer starts to see the ad enough, they stop paying attention. This can lead to things like ad fatigue and having to come up with lots of new creatives all the time. And to do any of this, you have to spend a lot of money just to play on the platform. So while this can be a great revenue stream for your business or a great way to drive traffic to your website, it is extremely expensive. And once you stop paying for the ads, the traffic stops. Now, I'm not saying paid ads are bad or that you shouldn't do them for your website. I think that you should do paid ads on your website if you have the budget for it. But there's another stream of traffic that I think every single website should be taking advantage of. And that second stream that I'm talking about is organic SEO traffic. SEO is no longer about just making sure that the main keyword that you're focusing on is in your content a certain number of times. Instead, Google's way smarter than this, and they're looking at the intent of the query that the person is making online, and they want that to match the intent of the content that you have on your site. This means that a good content strategy is the key to success or failure when it comes to driving organic traffic to your site. It's also important to understand that just like with paid ads, you have to pay to feed the pixel and get data so that you can make good decisions. With Google search or the search engine, you have to consistently create content in order for Google to understand what your website is about. One of the biggest common mistakes that people make with both paid ads and organic search is that they just do it for a little bit of time and then they stop. If you don't give the algorithm time on both organic search or paid ads, it never has enough time to really know how to dial in and bring the right people to your site. Now, the biggest advantage for organic search is that it's much, much cheaper to be able to create content and post that content consistently than it is to pay for paid ads. And unlike paid ads, when you create a piece of content, the staying power of that content will continue to drive traffic to your site for months and sometimes even years down the road. And I want to show you some recent results that we got for one of our clients that prove this point. So just to quickly set the stage, we had a client that we helped last September and October and November. We wrote content for them, but then they decided to stop and take a break for a couple of months, which we would never recommend. But then they've recently come back to be able to have us start doing content for them. Well, we pulled up their results to see how our content has performed since we did that a year ago till now, and this is pretty incredible. So you can see that we started writing content for these guys, and when they stopped in November, our content was bringing in about 141 visitors. But what you can see on this chart is that look at what this content continued to do even after we wrote it. You can see that this content went from going from 141 visitors a month all the way up to over 4,000 visitors per month. And that just goes to show the staying power of content versus paid ads. This client got tons of bang for the buck for an entire year off of the content that we wrote. And not only that, but you can take a look at the keyword profile. When we started writing for these guys, their website was only ranking for about 136 keywords. Now today, they're ranking for over 1,300 keywords, mostly based off of the content that we wrote. Now, if we take a look at the keywords that are ranking in the top 3, which are the most important because most people don't click on anything past the first page of Google, when we started with them, they were only ranking for 6 keywords in the top 3. Today, they're ranking for 366, and 364 of those keywords came from the content that we wrote a year ago. So as you can see, the staying power of SEO content is pretty indisputable. Unlike paid ads, where the traffic completely disappears when you stop paying for the ad, SEO content can compound and continue to deliver traffic month after month. So if you're looking to increase rankings online and get more traffic, it's easy to see that investing in SEO content is one of the most cost-effective ways to bring in traffic and increase your rankings online. Now, if you're struggling to be able to create high-quality content month after month that actually is strategic and is going after user intent, we can help you here at BKA Content. Right now, we're offering a free SEO content audit where we'll take a look at your website's content and show you the opportunity that your content has to be able to rank for more keywords and bring in more traffic. Not only that, but one of our strategists will be able to give you expert recommendations on what it would take to be able to take your website to the next level. So what do you have to lose? Come on over to bkacontent.com and sign up for a free SEO content audit today. And that's all I really have for you guys today. I hope that you can see the power of SEO content and why SEO content is still king here in 2024 and beyond. If you found this video to be helpful, please hit like and subscribe so that you'll be notified when we put out more content like this. Thanks so much for joining me today, and we'll see you on the next video.